Imagine the courtroom humming with suspense and enthusiasm. Everyone waits for the decision to be declared. Then, as if in slow motion, the judge names Kirk Frost the case's winner. This goes beyond a court triumph, though. Jasmine could as well be the last blow. She has had her fair share of ups and downs, as everyone knows, but this could be the start of her end. We have been seeing a roller coaster of accusations, arguments, and some major drama for months now. Now Kirk is walking out triumphant and getting the last laugh. The fallout is Jasmine's world disintegrating at the seams. Lawyers are yelling, papers are flying. Jasmine, well, she's as pale as a ghost, but what's next? Did Kirk simply destroy Jasmine's life upon his triumph? Why are people murmuring that this is only the tip of the iceberg? Rasheeda is absorbing all this. Well, get ready, since we are going to analyze the amazing features of this case that has everyone talking. Officially, Kirk Frost is done with good behavior. Jasmine's bold attack on his house has him resolved to make her face the music. Nowadays, this is more than just a minor dispute, it's a full-fledged legal war with very high stakes. Conversely, Jasmine felt she could simply storm into Kirk's life, wreak havoc, and leave without damage. She definitely undervalued the person she was dealing with. Shall we travel down memory lane together, recall the moment when all riled and seething, Jasmine chose to attack Kirk's house? Now, when we refer to an attack, we are not referring to a few nasty books or a few nasty words traded. No, Jasmine arrived at Kirk's house prepared for battle. She was screaming her lungs out, hammering on doors, insisting to see Kirk. Watching her attempt to storm in and create a scene for the entire community to see, the neighborhood was in shock. This was real life, not planned drama. The repercussions were about to become very real. On his end, Kirk didn't waste a moment. He contacted the authorities right away to guarantee all was recorded. For years, he had been coping with Jasmine's misbehavior. This was more than just a random outburst. It was the straw breaking the camel's spine. Kirk was tired of his name being dragged through the muck, and he wasn't about to let Jasmine ruin his family life anymore. So, how did he react? He returned vibrantly and forcefully. Kirk wasn't just going to stop there. He upped the ante by suing Jasmine, alleging harassment, trespassing, property damage, and emotional destruction. First order of business was obtaining a restraining order against Jasmine, which meant she could no longer come near him, his home, or his family. Kirk arrived ready, carrying security footage from that evening showing this was indisputable evidence that could accuse Jasmine in court, not just hearsay. The screaming, the threats, the frantic attempts to enter, this was proof certain. In all this, what about Rasheeda? Kirk's lawyers are playing hardball. They are advocating the most severe penalties available. Thanks to Kirk's past mistakes, she has been through her fair share of turmoil, but this time she is clearly supporting her man. Rasheeda is urging Kirk to go all out with his lawsuit and completely supporting his choice to seek legal action. She's worn out from the rumors, the gossip, and the humiliation. Jasmine is causing problems. Though Rasheeda wants Jasmine out of their life once and is doing nice, don't let yourself think for a moment that Jasmine is going down without fight. Whispers abound suggesting she intends to counter-sue Kirk, alleging he is the one harassingly contacting her. Saying that Kirk's legal actions are only meant to silence her and harm her reputation, Jasmine is attempting to flip the script. Some claim she even has proof she is ready to show in court, but the issue still stands. Does she actually have a case, or is this merely another desperate attempt to remain relevant? Let's face it, Jasmine has always had a talent for stirring the pot. Whenever things seem to calm down, she finds a way to bring Kirk's name back into the headlines. But this time, Kirk has had enough. This lawsuit covers everything, all the drama, all the stress, all the mess Jasmine has brought into his life, not only about that evening's occurrence. Should Kirk prove successful in this case, Jasmine might face severe penalties. The story doesn't finish here. There is a child involved too. We are talking thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages. And let's not forget about the permanent restraint order, which would mean Jasmine would never be allowed near Kirk, Rasheeda, or their house again. Should the judge want to make an example out of her, she could even face time behind bars. Should Kirk be able to demonstrate that Jasmine is unstable and dangerous, their custody arrangement may be drastically changed. Kirk might find himself with full custody of Cannon, leaving Jasmine entirely absent from the scene. Where then do we go from here? This case is clearly only getting started. While Jasmine is about to find out that playing with fire can have major repercussions, Kirk's legal team is ready for a fight. The court date is set. The evidence is stacked. We are building on where we left off. If the judge sides with Kirk, Jasmine could be looking at a hefty fine that could possibly run into hundreds of thousands of dollars, let's be honest. Financially, Jasmine is not on strong ground like Kirk and Rasheeda, who have several businesses and a consistent flow of income. Although Jasmine has been trying to present a picture of a lavish way of life, the truth appears to be she is barely making. You wonder why Jasmine is bringing about all this drama? Some argue it's about survival, not just about Kirk. She is trying to turn the tide, running to blogs, threatening to expose Kirk, and trying to get sympathy since she sees the approaching catastrophe of this lawsuit and knows she is about to take a big hit. Let's cut straight to the point. Who is really buying her story? Not only is this whole mess affecting Kirk and Jasmine, Rasheeda is once more being dragged into a drama she signed no for. You are mistaken if you believe Rasheeda will merely sit back and watch this woman wreak havoc. Rumors abound that Rasheeda is pushing Kirk to guarantee Jasmine is completely defeated both legally and financially. Rasheeda is over it. Still, the burning issue is whether Jasmine really has anything on Kirk. She is behaving as though she are seated on some explosive secrets. Could she possibly have something that would truly harm Kirk, or is this just another desperate attempt to keep in the forefront? Should Jasmine have something significant, she would have revealed it by now. She keeps hinting at it, dragging it out, and trying to use it as leverage, screaming desperation and bluff. But if she does have some dirt on Kirk, things could get much more nasty. Things are looking dark. The worst part is that Jasmine's downfall in the middle of all the drama is just beginning. She is in hot water with a lawsuit, limited funds, and public opinion turning against her. To his credit, Kirk has been laying low, concentrating on his companies and letting his legal team handle the rest. People are beginning to realize that perhaps Kirk isn't the villain this time. And here's the kicker. Jasmine might have simply lost the one thing she truly cared about. After all that has happened, Kirk is now advocating complete custody of their son, Cannon. He might just win. What judge would examine all this drama and conclude that Jasmine is the steady, conscientious parent? Word on the street is that Rasheeda has been behind the scenes, ensuring Jasmine never gets another chance in the business using her influence. Rasheeda is making sure all of that vanishes. Jasmine's side projects and brand building are reckless. People have started dragging Jasmine across social media. People stopped feeling sorry for her once the whole narrative surfaced. Her past messy behavior was brought up to remind everyone that this isn't the first time she's tried to create drama in the middle of turmoil. While Jasmine was running to the blogs attempting to spin her sob story, Kirk is flourishing. Kirk's legal team was developing a strong case against her, and she was taken aback when they eventually delivered the paperwork. Jasmine is presently under several lawsuits. Kirk's team went all in on defamation, emotional suffering, property damage, and even a possible restraining order that might permanently block her from coming anywhere near Kirk or his family. Not only for trespassing and harassment. As if things weren't bad enough for Jasmine, her friends have begun turning on her. People start growing tired and separating themselves from her fast, not wanting to be connected with the mess when you're constantly surrounded by drama. She failed to understand that Kirk was playing a completely different game, even though she believed she could control the circumstances, act the victim, and come out on top. Jasmine lost everything: her reputation, her money, her legal situation is a mess, and her relationship with Kirk and Cannon could be permanently gone at last. Jasmine did this to herself. Kirk never went searching for drama. Jasmine brought it right to his house. She is currently paying for it. Playing messy games occasionally brings exactly what you deserve. Jasmine believed she was untouchable. She believed she could do whatever she wanted without thinking about consequences. But she is now learning the hard way that actions have effects. What do you suppose she might do if she can't find a quick fix for this and she just loses everything for good? Jasmine overdosed it too far. Is this the end of the line for her, or can she bounce back from? Keep tuned, since this drama is not quite finished. If you felt this was crazy, just wait. Things are going to get much messier.